Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm back, I guess. This is my first grain to glass in a while, and I figured I'd do it the easy way, and I am going to be brewing up a Brew HQ New England IPA.
Party time brews. This song ain't no good, but we got nothing to lose. Party time brews. Here's another brewing clip. You can watch it if you choose.
Why am I doing the Brew HQ New England IPA? Well, it's because they gave me the kit, and I like free stuff, so I'm going to give it a try and see how it is, and I will do my best to give you the best review of it as I can. However, since they did give it to me, it's going to be biased. You can't really help it to be biased with free stuff, so I'm going to go in understanding that. Looks like a good recipe, so let's see what they got in the kit. Okay, so there's the kit. Comes in kind of a nice little bag here. This one's a New England, it's 6%, so the grain's kind of filling the whole bag, but let's see what's in here. So here we got some grain, vacuum sealed, already milled. That is too easy. Good chunk of grain. Let's take a look and see. I mean, I could have memorized this, but I didn't. So what we got here is, we got 350 grams of crystal malt, 5.4 kilograms of Canadian 2-row pale malt, 300 grams of flaked oats, and 300 grams of malted oats. So it sounds like a good grain bill. The crystal, I don't really put in hazies anymore, but should still add a little bit of flavor in there. So we'll see how that goes. With the kits you get there, you do have to buy the yeast extra. I bought a White Labs WLP 001. And for the hops for the bill, we're gonna start at a 1 ounce of Amarillo at 30 minutes. 8 minutes, we're going for a Citra. 0 minutes, we're gonna go Amarillo Mosaic Citra, all 1 ounce, all easy, no measuring, just open the bags and dump them. And then for the dry hops, we got an ounce of Citra that reads Simcoe, an ounce of Citra, actual Citra, and an ounce of Mosaic. So yeah, if you didn't understand that, Mosaic, Simcoe, Citra. Easy peasy, that's dry hop, that's 3 days. I guess they chose 3 days because it's kind of in between. There might not be a ton of biotransformation in there, but you might get a little bit. But again, it's a fairly low hop load on there. Only 3 ounces for 20 liters, which I guess is just a little over 1 pound per barrel. So it's not a ridiculous amount, but should be enough to give us some good flavor in there. We're gonna go 21 liters for the mash water, 10 liters, 10.9 for the sparge water, and let's go and get working on this, because haven't done a video in a while. This is the first time, and the garage, it's kind of clean here because I just got an inspection at the brewery, so that's awesome. So yeah, let's take a look and see how this can be done, which shouldn't be too hard. 21 liters of the mash water. Something I got from Brew HQ as well is the Philometer. Bought that one on my own, but it's nice and easy. You can just go to set, and we want 21.49, and we just go to start, and this will dump 21.49 liters in there. It makes it easier. You can put it in there and walk away instead of filling up buckets and put it in there or trying to dump it directly in or worrying about measurement. I've done it, I've used that machine quite a few times now, and I've never had any issues other than when I set the number too high for this Grainfather as sparge water. But let's go see what else. Okay, and for here we're looking at 67.7 or 8 it says, so 68 degrees I'm gonna go with. It's gonna start the heat now. No reason not to. It's still filling up there. Got 15 liters in there already. 68 degrees should give us a little bit more sugars in there, make it a little sweeter. So while you wait for your water to heat up, everything's pretty much already done for you. So you can just sit around or maybe work on your skills. Okay, so we have the vacuum sealed bag of grain. There's actually 2 of them. And let's get some of this in here. I'm just gonna throw it all in two goes and see how that works. Okay, so it's been an hour-ish. This thing, I'll turn off the pump and let's take a look at the wort. There's the boil, it's boiling. Just about at the hot break. Don't think it's gonna boil over anymore, but you never know. So I like to give it a little bit of a stir. Look at that, that looks better. I think there's past the hot break. No more foam, good to go for the hops. Okay, so for the final hop addition before the dry hops, we got this down to 80 degrees Celsius. We have an ounce of Mosaic, an ounce of Citra, and 1 ounce of Amarillo. This is my version of the Whirlpool. Basically just give her a good spin and then give her about 15 minutes to settle out. And then we'll see if the pump will be able to get this with all the hops in there. And that should settle down nicely. Hopefully drops all the trub out of there and see what happens. And so that's pretty much it. The brew day, it looks like a beer, as you can see. And we'll take a look and see how good it turns out when I do my horrible review. Coming up next. Okay, so it's time for the beer review. It has only been about 1.5 years since I opened a brewery and never got around to reviewing the beer after I made it. Did make it a while ago. I did make it on time. I just never did the video on time, so here's the ass end of the video. I bottled the beer with a iTap X, which Bowl sent me. It was a pretty good thing. Check out the video here if you are interested, but otherwise, let's get cracking and see how this thing works. The fancy opener, which is just a pair of scissors. I just bottled this also today, so we'll take a look at it. It's pouring nicely. Sitting in a keg for about 1 year. Carbonated it about 1 year ago, just never got around to trying it. It has turned a little bit clear, but it's actually not super brilliant, so it did hold the haze, so that's good. Let's dig in and see if I screwed it up, because it's been, again, sitting around for 1 year. Wow, that is not surprisingly, because of course the recipe would be good, but it smells really good for having sat around for 1 year. Let's go in for a taste. There is nothing wrong with that. That has aged well. Still got the citrusy taste, a little fruitiness in it, and carbonation is bang on. I mean, I did it 1 year ago, but I guess if it's sitting in a keg in the cold, it doesn't really change too much. It was stored at about 2 degrees Celsius for the year, so that's that. Let's try again, see if I can get anything else out of it. Yeah, getting maybe a little bit of stone fruit in there, but yeah, it's like, I don't know. I'm just happy about it because it worked out really well. Brew HQ, I guess, has fantastic recipes, and I do plan on trying some more of their stuff soon. They're actually making wort kits now, so if you're in the Nova Scotia area, I'm not sure if they ship the big boxes of wort out, but if you're in Nova Scotia or any Brew HQ location, check out those because they're brewing on site and packaging them, and they got great boxes and great beer. Yeah, it tastes great. I can only imagine what it would have tasted like when it was fresh after the dry hop and stuff, but that'll be for another time. But either way, get your kits. Brew HQ makes great kits, and you can pick them up at Brew HQ. Did I say Brew HQ enough? Also, if you pick them up at Brew HQ, they have a pinball arcade with games and pinball machines. I sound like a professional arcadist. They're pretty much, I'd say, they'd have to be one of the best brewery supply stores in Canada, maybe even North America. Not many places you can go get your grains, get all the good stuff. Also have an arcade. Well, speaking of arcade, they have arcade brewing, so you can stop by and get a beer there. And yeah, just have a beer because they make good beer. They make great kits. The guys are knowledgeable there, or guys and girls are knowledgeable there, and enjoy. Cheers. Oh yeah, I have other videos too. Check out these. Have a good one.